At what moment did you come to the understanding that your partner was not very intelligent? He told me he was so good at debating that he had to stop doing it because people would get offended. Then he tried to debate me about my own PhD thesis in rare disease genetics. He is in an unrelated field. It quickly became clear he was super incorrect. At which point he announced that he had won the debate because I had admitted I support eugenics. I do research on prenatal genetic testing. In the one who is a lil ditzy ... I told her I never fully understood what indefinitely meant until maybe 5 months ago. And she was shocked. I just knew it meant forever, but I didn't know that indefinitely meant it could be lifted. Like an indefinite ban doesn't mean forever no matter what. It just means it could be forever, we don't know yet. My son's father, 22, in 2001 thought women pee from their vaginas. He thought women peed after sex too. Pee the sperm out. My son, 22, in 2023 had a canker sore and came home distraught because the thought that he had herpes. He told everyone at work that he had herpes. My reaction was the same for both of them ... And because he would still be able to get an extra hour of sleep every night, thought that because the night the clock goes back and you get an extra hour on the day, the pattern continued until spring. When they were perplexed at my wearing of sunglasses in October, while driving, to keep the glare of the autumn sun out of my eyes. They honestly thought that they were only to be worn in the summer. Been together 3 years since then though. Well, I would say that my partner at times can be very, very smart in his own way about certain kind of things. But when it comes to technology, I'm the computer nerd and he doesn't even know how to text people physically, even on a cell phone. She had deal with out-of-control debts and moved through a debt consolidation process so that she was finally saving money again. She tried to open a new credit card from the checkout line at Target. He told me he watched a documentary on how aliens built the pyramids, and in the same conversation told me that Lady Gaga was part of the Illuminati. He is now my ex-partner. This was many years ago. My wife bought the first generation Kindle and could not figure out why the more she read books on it, the more the battery percentage went up. She was looking at the reading progress indicator. For me, she didn't understand that you actually have to pay what you spent on credit cards. Like the credit amount she had was supposed to be her monthly limit that just resets each month. He is intelligent, but he has weak areas. Think it was when he asked where the milk was while holding the carton of milk he had taken out the fridge to see if the milk was behind it. My ex was very intelligent but not very smart. He once came up to me and asked me to find something of his. I asked if he'd looked for it and he said no. We watched Jay and Silent Bob together. I never realized it, but she is exactly like Jay. 100. To be fair, I'm Silent Bob, so we're two dumpies in a pod. My old lady told me she only put $40 of gas in the car at a time because she doesn't want to overflow the tank. Her dad was a piece of shit, lol. She wanted to find a Walgreens. Oh. I said, there's one just north of the library. She said I don't do north. South. I'm not math girl. My wife is clever, but not well educated. She wasn't into school when she was a teenager. She did not realize that the UK was an island. Why did my insurance not cover this bill? I haven't even hit my deductible yet. You know how insurance works. He threw the excess liquid wax from a candle down the toilet because it bothered. Didn't think this was a problem. Didn't know the first president of the USA. You see him on the dollar bill every day, sis. Unless she was playing stupid. She wants to start businesses that run on their own. I gave her the rundown. She didn't understand nothing. My wife knows my username, so I would be that partner if I chose to accurately answer this question. When I straightened my hair, and my boyfriend freaked out thinking it would stay straight forever. My buddy's GF makes a stupid amount of money in business. Yet she calls Japan, Ireland, China. None, because I value that a lot in a relationship, and thankfully I have made the right pick. Not falling for this one. Honey, you are smarter than me and right about everything. They never learned Google search. They only used apps from vendors to get info. He is very kind and patient with me whenever I wait a minute. He says hi th instead of height. Also window seal instead of sill.